Hi, I'm Meg.
Hi, I'm Marsh.
Welcome to Planet Fit Meg. Welcome back to the channel. Marsh has kindly agreed to be back on the channel. I know you guys really enjoy seeing him on the channel, and I love filming with him. It's always a lot of fun. So we have a really fun video for you today. We're going to test some new items. Not new generally probably, but new items to us.
New to us,
New to us.
absolutely.
So we're going to test out 3 of the McDougall soups. And we have the hot and sour soup. We have, I believe this one has chicken sesame, sesame chicken flavor. This one's actually gluten-free as well, for anyone who's interested in that.
Fancy, and pad thai. Classic. Pad thai. Yeah.
So we're pretty excited about giving them a go and seeing what they're like. We've never tried any McDougall soups or McDougall products in the past. I don't know if they even make other products besides the soups.
I have never seen. Curiosity.
I'm not sure. Anyway.
I'm throwing off the flow.
You are. Here, we'll take a sip together. Everyone take a sip with us. Also, these products aren't really available in our area. I know some places are really easy to find and they're just kind of everywhere. For us, we live in Canada, so we ordered them online. We ordered them from vegansupply.ca, which is wonderful. Everything obviously is vegan there, and it's a lovely shop if you can go in person. They have a few different locations, a couple different locations in BC. Yep. The Vancouver one was one we used to frequent when we lived in Vancouver, so big shout out to Vegan Supply. Nothing in this video is sponsored. Nothing. We're not getting paid. We're just testing some food and seeing what we think of it. And we've just been in Vegan Supply and ordered from them online as well, and we just really enjoy them. So we'll link them below if you want to check them out.
For sure. Always a really good experience with the staff there too. Yay!
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too blunt to say. These are cup of noodle to me.
Yeah, they're basically a healthier version of a cup of noodle,
yeah.
Mr. Noodles kind of thing. Oh. I believe the sodium level is probably not quite as high.
Quite as
I will fact check that. I'll put up some comparison on the screen.
I find it very interesting that we have moved as a society to health-based cup of noodles, or attempts at that. It's like, is it because people can't cook? Is it because money is harder to come by and these are not as expensive as bloating at a full meal?
I think these are more expensive than your typical cup of noodles, and I do think they are a bit more nourishing in terms of the ingredients and what's in them. I'll put up some photos of what the ingredients are, but they seem to be a bit more on the natural side of things. So, and also it's a convenience thing, right? If you're on the go, I know I have a couple of clients who actually really like these, and they just keep them in their car or keep them in their bag or when they're on the go, so that they have a backup just in case.
Yeah, right? Okay. When you put it like that, it's funny because I don't consider all those things, but yeah, convenience cost. Well, seriously, I go through it into a tunnel vision. I have to remind myself. All that to say, convenience cost things, that's huge. Like if you're paying for convenience. We're gonna go through this thing though. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. You said when we read the cooking instructions together, Marsh had some strong opinions about it. So would you like to talk about that for a moment before we get into actually preparing them and giving them a taste?
No, that's fair. And I'm gonna obviously once again try to come into this with curiosity and positivity. So what I find concerning and upsetting here is they have this instruction. I'm just going to read it, folks. We're just going to read it so that you can experience it. Cooking instructions. Microwave cooking instructions. On an 1100 watt. Number 1, remove the lid and flavor packet. Number 2, pour flavor packet contents into the cup. Number 3, add room temperature water. It's capitalized and bolded. It's not just me being silly here. Water to the cup about 1 inch below the rim of the cup and stir well. Okay, that makes sense. We want flavor emulsified throughout. Exactly, right? And no overflowage, whatever. Microwave on high on outside edge of microwave turnable table until rapidly boiling but not boiling over. About 1 minute and 30 seconds. Microwave ovens may vary. Adjust power and time as needed. Stop microwave if product is overcooking. Number 5, remove from microwave, stir, cover tightly, example with aluminum foil or a plate, and let stand 5 minutes. If you prefer extra tender noodles, microwave again as needed. Number 6, stir again and enjoy. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the first preparation.
It's quite extensive instructions.
It's
It was not what we expected.
it's not at all what I anticipated. And that's putting it lightly. I'm confused and concerned, not curious and positive, but confused and concerned now. Because what I've seen and read is that it takes 6 steps to make a cup of noodles.
However,
Albeit,
underneath all of those instructions, there are additional instructions.
that's correct.
Would you like to share those as well? The boiling water instructions?
I will indeed.
This is what we anticipated going in.
This is what I anticipate going in. Follow instructions above, except add boiling water to fill line and do not microwave. Caution, cup of food may be very hot, right?
Okay.
Like,
That makes sense.
add hot water, right?
And then let it stand
And
for
then
a few
just let it
minutes.
stand a bit.
Yeah.
For me, like,
They could have led with that.
yeah, lead with that. Dude,
It's a lot of steps.
it's a lot.
I'm not sure why it's made that way. I guess maybe in certain instances people don't have access to a kettle. Like if they're out and about, maybe they have more access to a microwave.
Mm-hmm.
If
Maybe a work kitchen scenario.
yeah, like at work or school or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we just found it interesting that to us the instructions seemed to be somewhat flipped and somewhat backwards because to us the boiling water instructions were just a lot easier. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get into actually preparing them, and
Cooking them.
yeah, pouring the boiling hot water into
We'll
them.
make sure to have shots associated for your convenience and understanding.
So let's prepare them now, and then we will taste test all 3 of them, tell you what we think, let you know what our favorites are, and that'll be the video. We hope you enjoy it.
Oh! So, I'm gonna wager, just as a guess here, I'm going to enjoy the pad thai the most. Meg, you gotta
think
guess on yourself here.
I think it's a difficult one to guess.
This guy just looks ominous. I'm sesame noodles. Is that what that was?
I think the
chicken.
Yeah, I think the labeling on that one is older, so it just looks a little bit different, like as compared to the other ones. Maybe it doesn't look as appealing.
I really wonder if the marketing on that alone is enough to sway my mind.
Maybe. I think I'll really enjoy the hot and sour soup, but let's find out. All right, I'm just gonna pop open each of the soups. This is the flavor packet. Those are the noodles. Might need scissors. Oh, there's a notch on the other side. Wait, user error. I don't need scissors.
Wow.
Here we go. All right, soup number 2, the sesame chicken flavor. The noodles are different. Oh, there we go. This one seems to have little flakes in it. All right, 3 soups ready to go. We're just going to pour our boiling water in and see what happens. I might need a little extra.
The aromas are very similar.
It does smell very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see what the difference is. Doing the smell test. Ooh, I think that one smells the best. Which one's that? The
Pad thai. That was my vote for
All
fave.
right, so I'm gonna put plates on top. All right, we're going to wait 5 minutes and we will be back to test them out and tell you what we think.
And we're back.
We're back. We are equipped with forks and spoons.
Spoons and forks.
And we have our soups in front of us, and we're just gonna dig in and tell you what we think. Do you want to test the same one at the same time?
Yes, I believe we should experience each flavor together.
Let's start here with our hot and sour.
Okay.
Ooh, these noodles are very long.
They are a long noodle.
It's gonna be messy.
Maybe just do a little Twisty twist.
One of these.
Oh,
That's a tiny
that's
bite,
a
but
tiny bite.
I'll give it a go anyway.
You're gonna laugh in a moment. What are we thinking?
I like it.
Okay. So, Meg does these itty bitty tiny bites sometimes.
Well, I wanted more than that, but it was just awkward, so.
Oh, was it scoopability?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm having scoopability issues as well. So we're gonna do one of these, okay? Because really, why not?
Just gonna try a little of the broth. You don't like that one? It is hot and sour. It's not super hot. It is sour.
It's like when I was omnivorous and we get those really gnarly chicken balls from like the heaviest MSG restaurant available with the red sticky
cherry
sauce.
Yeah, those. I mean, I wouldn't eat meat, but
I know, but like having,
they were good.
It's like having that together in your mouth, but in noodle and soup form. Which even the thought of it just makes me not. It's not for me. Not for me.
I'm having another bite.
Lovely. I'm clearing the palate. I'm bringing the tea in, cause that was just.
Maybe if I bring the cup to me, it'll be a little easier.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Yeah. Is that your thing? Yeah.
I like
Certainly
it.
their thing.
I like hot and sour things. It's not super spicy.
No.
I don't find it hot necessarily, but it has that little bit of sour tang, and I really appreciate it. I think it's really good, but not for Marsh. That's okay. Let's try this sesame one next. I think we need spoons for this one because the noodles were shorter.
Okay.
Shorter noodles. Let's give it another stir.
Give it a cauldron.
Cauldron. Are we witches?
Yeah, why not? Okay, so go ahead.
That's a stereotype.
I know I shouldn't have. Better? Better than the other one?
I think so.
This one's concerning to me because it says chicken on the cup. I know that it's just
vegan.
the flavor profile. Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't go little bite. Okay, we go full in when we do this. Okay. Not the way the other one was. I wouldn't describe this as yucky.
Would you describe it as yummy?
No, certainly not.
Really?
They say...
What's wrong with it?
Well, they say this tasty sesame chicken rice noodle soup.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even give it tasty.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's like... you know the difference between Cheerios or Oreos or whatever? Whether it's the like sweetened ones that are like really kid happy, like honey or like the apple cinnamon or whatever.
Yeah.
This is like when you go to plain old Cheerios after having had fancy Cheerios.
What? I completely disagree. I think this is absolutely delicious. It's like it's a chicken noodle soup. Just there's no chicken in it. It's vegan, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what you were anticipating with this one, but it delivers what it is, right? It is what it is, a sesame chicken. That's what it tastes like, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. I want another bite.
My thing is,
going in for more.
I'm doing another bite of this one too.
I'm going in for more.
So my thing is, even in omnivorous days, I don't think I liked chicken noodle soup.
Who doesn't like chicken noodle soup?
It's gross. It's kind of got like an earwaxy
What?
flavor to me.
I just learned something new about you.
Ba-da-da-da.
We've been together a very long time, so we always get
Wow.
very, very excited if we ever learn something new about the other because we've been together
22, 20, almost 23.
Yeah, wow, okay. Circa 2002?
I don't know.
Is that right?
I'm losing track. About 23 years. Very rarely do we find new information about one another. But chicken wax. See, that's where my brain thinks it's not a fan. I'm not a fan.
You're 0 for 2.
Okay, what's left? Oh,
All
this
right.
is the pad thai. This is the one I was anticipating enjoying.
I don't know if I should use a spoon or a fork. I'm gonna go with the spoon.
Okay.
I'm excited about the pad thai.
Okay.
I hope you like this one.
This is a spoon choice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has similar noodles to that one. I don't know if this one's gluten-free as well, though. It's made with rice noodles.
This one also says it's delicious, not just tasty. So this one was tasty.
This one says delicious and tasty.
Wow, so double the flavor
Expectation.
promises.
Let's dig in.
I'm gonna be let down. I can feel it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
This is the most depressing video we've ever posted.
It's actually super fun. What do you think?
I like it. It has little bits of veggies in it.
I prefer that.
Which I prefer.
Yeah.
I like the flavor.
Yeah, the other ones were extremely noodle heavy. We didn't really talk about texture, and texture is something that is important.
Yeah.
They're all noodle soups, right? They're not
Yeah.
going to change that much. These two are just super noodly. This one's got a little something extra. Here we go. Hang on, I'm feeling nervous.
Moment of truth.
After the
Here
first
we
couple
go.
of cups, sorry, itchy eye.
Have some water.
Yeah, after the first couple of cups, I'm nervous. Oh, by far the best cup.
Yeah.
By far the best cup of the three. I was right. I don't know why I felt I needed to say it with such sass. I'm
Such a
sorry.
gumption.
The gusto of being right. Okay.
Okay.
It's certainly the best one, but I would never buy it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I forget what the price was for them. I'll put that up on the screen. I'm gonna have another bite of this one.
Yeah,
I've
give
had
me
2
another.
bites of each, so it's only right that
Yeah.
I have another bite of this one before I say what I think fully. Yeah, I think the pad thai was my favorite. It has the little bits of veggies in it, so I think that tips it over the edge for me.
Mm-hmm.
I really did like the other ones as well, though. I liked all 3 of them. I would eat them again. And yeah, I thought they were really good for a cup of noodle. I mean, it's still very salty, and it's not what we're used to eating because we eat a lot of whole foods at home, and it's different than what we're accustomed to. I would add vegetables to them, or add
like rice, like a brown rice.
Well,
or
I don't know if I'd add
maybe.
rice because there's already noodles in there.
Yeah, but if I was doing more veg, I'd want more everything.
Yeah, well, what I was gonna say is that I'd add veggies or add chickpeas or tofu or something else to kind of add to it, bulk it up a little bit, thicken it up.
Yeah, pan fried or air fried little cubies of tofu.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Yeah. I think it's time for a neutral third party opinion on the soups.
I think Riordan would like to try them, so he's going to give them a go and let us know what he thinks as well.
So Riordan's now going into the sweet and sour long noodle.
Hot and sour.
Hot and sour.
What did you think?
I certainly like homemade noodles a lot better from hot and sour.
Okay.
I wonder what the other ones are like.
Right, this one is sesame chicken flavor.
Spoon?
Yeah, spoon for that one.
Hot and sour is better.
Hot and sour is better than that one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. And then
I
what do
just
you
don't
think
think I like the flavor that much. Is the point.
of the sesame chicken one?
Yeah.
Okay, and then this one's pad thai.
The vegetable tips it over.
Yeah, you agree? Pad thai is the best, and then the hot and sour, and then the sesame chicken.
I wouldn't buy this one again. Definitely
You
not.
wouldn't get the sesame chicken one?
Yeah, I wouldn't get the
flavor?
sesame chicken, but I would get one of these two again.
Okay, cool. So all in all, I really enjoyed these soups. I thought they were really delicious, and I thought they were comparable to another cup of soup situation that I've had before. I would rank them in order of my preference would be the pad thai, and then the hot and sour, and then the sesame chicken. But I think the sesame chicken is very chicken noodle soup. Like, if you really enjoy chicken noodle soup, if you miss it, you've gone vegan and you're eating a plant-based diet and you want something that tastes like chicken noodle soup, that's where it's at. That's what you got. I do think I would bulk them up though, like I said, with some veggies and maybe some tofu or chickpeas or lentils, something like that, to just make them a little bit more of a meal and kind of reduce the salt a little bit, because it is very, very, it's like a traditional cup of soup in that it's very salty.
Agreed. Yeah, for me.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I'm coming back to curious and positive.
Are you?
Going in. Well.
How curious and positive can it be after
you know what it is? I know. My reactions are usually very dramatic and somewhat negative. I think
you're keeping it real.
Okay.
You're keeping it real. It's okay. We want to be honest.
So,
we don't want to say, something that's not true.
No. In all seriousness, I think that it's a great move that this option exists for people. In particular, like Meg said, like if you're not feeling the best or whatever and you want that chicken feeling soup, it's good. It's fine. It is what you expect it to be. So certainly my favorite was pad thai, as previously mentioned. Ryer's comment on vegetables put it over the edge, 100%. That was the kicker. I would bulk up all 3 of these with rice and more veggies or more proteins, beans, something of that effect. Second place, they were both pretty revolting.
You had a pretty strong reaction.
I think I'm gonna give second place to the chicken noodle option, like the chicken sesame. Okay. Last place is going this hot and sour thing. I was deeply disappointed. It was not hot and it was not sour. It was just like blended up chicken balls and red cherry sauce.
I don't agree with that flavor comment. I think it does taste like hot and sour soup. And I guess it just wasn't to your liking.
Sorry, as I said, my reactions are usually quite dramatic.
Quite vivid.
Not to my preferences, not worth the dollar impact. So yeah.
All right, so let us know if you have ever tried any of these soups, or if you've tried other McDougall soups, because I think there are other varieties out there, other types out there that exist that might be better or not as good. Or let us know what you think in the comment section below.
Absolutely. I'm going to come back with an open mind in terms of the next soups. No, I'm just kidding. I'm curious about the McDougall extra soups thing.
Like different varieties?
Yeah, like the different flavors of McDougall soups.
But after having these, would you really want to try more?
No, because the product wasn't there for me. But McDougall's kind of my man. Like, I like a lot of what he has provided to the community. So
yeah, well, maybe if there's another option that has vegetables in it, has the dehydrated veggies in there, then maybe that would be a good option for us to try. But otherwise, maybe not. Maybe not. You're not your favorite.
For sure. And if the McDougall company is watching this for any random reason, please make your soups chunkier.
Chunkier. All right, we hope you really enjoyed this video and found it helpful or entertaining or something. Thank you for spending some time here with us on the channel. We always really, really appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe, all that jazz, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.